Hello and welcome to Unacademy. Welcome to Let's Crack UPSC Civil Service Examination with Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. At Unacademy, you'll have access to structured courses. The structured courses are supplemented with unlimited access. Structured courses are sorry, structured courses are supplemented by live test series and quiz. And everything we do at Unacademy are generally live, and all these things will be for unlimited access during the subscription period. My dear students, what are you waiting for? Get the subscription. First, you have to download the Unacademy Learners app, which is freely available in Google Play Store and Apple Play Store. This is a brief about me. I have been teaching UPSC aspirants for the past 11 years in this direction for the past nearly 17 years. My soul, my main job is either preparation or teaching. I have done nothing other than these two things in these 15, 16 years. In this direction, having scored highest marks in ethics in 2015, I have written books that are very popular on Amazon and also of very least price. I'll be providing all the notes through this link, and also you can contact me through the Unacademy platform. Having said that, I want to tell you one thing, that if there is any place in India where you can find all the top educators at a place, then it is invariably Unacademy. These top educators have created more than 50,000 courses which cover the syllabus in a comprehensive way. History, geography, polity, already like more than 300 courses have been already completed, and many courses are upcoming. Top educators are coming. At Unacademy, we primarily have got two kinds of subscription, that is iconic and plus subscription. Plus subscription will be having live classes, test series, unlimited practice tests, and structured schedule. If you go for iconic subscription, along with this, you will be having personal coach, daily mains, answer writing, study planner, personal feedback. For the plus subscription, with my promo code Buddha, you'll be getting 10% discount. If you go for 1 year, you will be charged just 44,550. With my coupon, in case of iconic subscription, if you go for 1 year thing, you'll be getting that for 62,550. My dear students, having realized the importance of optional subjects, we have created optional as a separate entity where we give a specific focus for optional. We have recently, we have come up with a new thing, that is the most competitive gamified UPSC battle, that is Unacademy Combat. It will be conducted every alternate Sunday, means every 14 days once. December 16th was a huge hit, and December 20th, my dear students, don't miss this opportunity. To plan properly, and if you study, you can get a lot of exciting prizes. It will be at 11 a.m. It will be for 45 minutes, and you will be having 60 questions, and there will be 6 sections where relative scoring, like your CET ranking, it will be taking care of those things. The prizes are exciting. One is Apple MacBook Air. Second prize is Apple iPod Mini. Third, Apple AirPods. And top 100 rankers will get 1000 rupees Amazon vouchers. I feel, my dear students, you are capable of winning. Just try once. You are just left with 6 months. For that, we have created a one course which is bilingual, where both English and Hindi students can understand those things. It will be by the champions at an academy who are known for their teaching. Like thousands of students have appreciated their teaching. Not only that, we'll be covering the things in an exclusive way. There you won't have anything other than what we give. It is will be more than sufficient. There the courses will be in a structured form, doubt clearing sessions will be there, and also you will be having live classes for 500 hours, my dear students. If you're firing in civil service or if you are new to civil service, please don't waste your time, get the subscription. Having realized the importance and needs of students, we are catering to the needs of the students by providing them with specific courses. Bilingual, those who are comfortable with both English and Hindi, only English, and also we are keeping for 2021, 22, 23, all, in which you are preparing, you decide and you take the subscription. Having said that, let's start our class, mastering case studies. This will be a very important thing and it will be a game changer for you, my dear students. Mastering the case studies, very important. As I told, the total of number of marks allotted for history or geography or your economy or your environment, this is this will be less than what you are allotted for case studies alone. I'm not talking about the theory included, I'm just talking about only the case studies. Case studies will be for generally for 120 to 130 marks. None of these subjects will have this much weightage in mains. Prelims, of course, it's not there in prelims. I'm talking about the mains, which is the deciding thing. You'll get ranking and also you'll get post by the marks you score in mains examination. Prelims is a examination to keep the non-serious candidates away. Having said this, today let us discuss UPSC 2014 mains paper. Once again, I will tell you, my dear students, first of all, please go through UPSC case studies. Other case studies, I feel there is no need. There are 45 case studies. If you answer them clearly, and also, my dear students, one thing very important, time will be very limited. Time will be very limited in the examination all. So you won't have the luxury of thinking and writing. Everything what is there in your mind, you will be just putting them out. Means you are showing your attitude. That is what UPSC says. We are testing your attitude and problem solving ability. Problem solving ability. These are the things which are tested. Here, intentionally, time is kept at minimum. Attitude, mental predisposition. Mental predispositions means already those things which are there in your mind. So, how to develop that? Every case study, don't bother about the options or the things. Concentrate on the type. Which type is this one? If this kind of question comes, how should I answer? What are the things required? My dear students, time will be very limited, because especially for case studies, there won't be any case study which you cannot answer. Having cleared the prelims, you will be having sufficient knowledge, sufficient idea, and you are not like a fool, because clearing prelims is not a joke nowadays. But the only thing is, you have to be prepared. And if like 20% of the questions appear in the examination, if 30% of the questions appear in the examination, the questions which you have already thought, if they appear 30%, chances of you getting high rank, even first rank, are very very high. Because if you get 50% of the rank, you will be getting first rank. So what I intend to tell here is, you have to have your mental ideas, mental predispositions ready. Based on a type of question, you prepare. And UPSC has been repeating these things. If there is one paper where there is repetition of the questions, this is only in ethics, in no other papers. Is this clear? With this, let's begin. And your case study should be based on the following things. This should reflect, as I told, your attitude and problem solving things. In this, all these things should be there. If you are taking up any of them, you can just say that because of this I am doing that. Empathy towards weaker sections. Just you say this is the recommendation of second ARC or the fundamental foundational value, so it can be done. Your decisions, your actions should be impartial, non-partisanship, dedication to public service, and also absolute integrity should be shown. For this, my dear students, general understanding of the terms is not enough. Please go through my previous videos where I have given exactly what second ARC says about integrity, impartiality, non-partisanship, objectivity, all these things. Say for example, integrity. According to second ARC, integrity means upholding the public interest. These kind of things should be there. Your paper is named ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Your integrity is tested. So, in your papers, you should uphold the public interest. These kind of things. What I meant to say is, go to these original sources and get the meaning according to them first. And also, you should have in addition d- draft public service bill where they have given many ideas and values. You have to incorporate all these things, and your case study should be based on these things. And also, Nolan committee, 7 things. In this, the most important thing I say is, other things are already present in the second 2 things. Leadership. You have to show the leadership quality here, because you are going to be a leader. Is this clear? Any doubt with respect to the things? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for attending my class. Next. As I told you, once again, I am repeating these things. Some important things, my dear student, don't mind. I don't have any intention of repeating. But these are the mistakes you have been doing. That is the reason I am saying. In your ethics paper, you have your answer should be such that it is reflecting your attitude and approach, which will be like showing your ethics and your integrity. And also you should show your problem solving thing, which will be reflecting your aptitude. In any question, all these things should be covered. Your attitude will show your ethics, integrity. So don't show the attitude where you turned out to be unethical person. Don't approach in such a way that you are not following the ethical principles. These are not discrete, they are all one in all the things. Good evening everyone. Okay, let's begin. So this is one of the important case study, and my dear students, please take it make it like give 5 star, and this is very 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 important, because 5 questions related to environment have come. Please note down these things. Prepare everything. When what kind of questions you may get, and if those questions come, how will you answer them? Very important environment related things. No other question other than the sexual harassment at workplace and environment, no other questions have come that frequently. Out of the 42 questions which have been asked, 4 from workplace and also 5 from environment. See, nearly like 20% of the questions have come from just 2 topics. So you should be ready. Whenever those kind of question comes, you have already thought what has to be there. You just blast that one. Okay, let us start. Here there is nothing very complicated here. It's a, in fact, it is a theory type of questions. Like the question number last 5 types of questions which appear we have discussed. This is the 5th one. See, let me read this for you. Nowadays, there is an increasing trust on economic development all around the globe. Yes, we have got a great trust for economic development. See, now China has in a very better position because it has given more thrust to economic development. Not only that, we cannot lag behind. Because of globalization, we have to give thrust for economic development. Otherwise, we'll be far behind. Because of liberalization, having signed the WTO Act, all these things, they'll be dumping on our society. We have to develop economically around the globe. At the same time, there is an increasing concern about environment. Yes, increasing concern about developmental degradation caused by the development. Yes, we have to have that one. Many times we face direct conflict between the developmental activity and environmental quality. Yes, we conflict we face. It is neither feasible to stop nor curtail the developmental process, nor it is advisable to keep degrading environment as it threatens to our very survival. Discuss some of the feasible strategies which could be adopted to eliminate the conflict and which can lead to sustainable development. Very important. So go home, internalize the concept of sustainable development. One, how to achieve sustainable development? This is the question they have asked. This is not a case study. This is like a essay type questions. My dear students, what are the strategies you want to apply for sustainable development? First of all, what is sustainable development? Very important. And also, don't try to by heart, as I told. If you are trying to by heart anything, definitely you are bound to fail. Don't try to by heart. You break that concept into 3 4 words, interrelate them, and the point should be in your mind. So what is sustainable development? Some of the strategies which you want to adapt to eliminate this conflict. Okay, I would like to share some of the points. See here, sustainable development, it will be often repeating. After this listening to this one, go home, write in a page, and also keep it in a place. If anything comes like that, you should refer to that always. Some of the things which you can add upon in your answer is, first of all, you should know what is sustainable development. Sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present. So what we need now? We need economic development. We need economic development. So sustainable development will meet the economic development. Sustainable using resources in such a way that future generation can use. Okay, future generation can use. Very good. Very good. Like little fine tuning will be more than sufficient. Very good. Very good answer. So development meets the needs of the present. It will be, we have to meet the present also. Here that present generation thing is missing. So you can add upon only 2 points. Sustainable development means you should meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability, without compromising the ability of a future generation to meet their own needs. So please internalize here, needs. Sustainable development is equal to meeting the needs of present generation, and also at the same time not compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their needs. Very easy, internalize this one. So what is sustainable development? Meeting the needs of the present generation, and also seeing that you are not compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. So this is the crux. Here you have to meet your needs, that is economic development, and also without compromising the ability of future generation means if environment is degraded, they won't have that ability. This is the thing that you have to take care in suggesting the things. And as a ethics student, one of the first thing you have to do is like attitudinal change. Some of the countries some of the countries and city states like Hong Kong, Singapore, they have brought like drastic changes in corruption. They have reduced the corruption and they are in the top like anti-corrupt states because they have brought attitudinal changes. Until and unless this is brought, it is not possible. So first and foremost is you have to bring attitudinal change in the people. In that, especially you have to give concentration to the children. In that you can make use of textbooks. This is one. So for anything, any change to happen, one is values. Second thing is institutional measures. Institutional measures in the form of punishing them who are who are making mistakes. Institution measures also should be taken, and at the end you have to add up both the things. That is one thing. This is a very important quote which you have to use in this one. Earth has enough for everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed. Mahatma Gandhi means we can have development if you don't have greediness. Earth has enough for everyone's needs, but not for everyone greeds. That is one thing. Here I would like to tell one point, my dear students. Environment has the ability to regenerate. First point with respect to environment pollution, first point is environment has the ability to regenerate itself. So if there is certain degree of pollution, certain degree of degradation, environment can regenerate on its own. So you have to take into consideration of that. If it is too much, then environment cannot sustain. So you have to find out that ability and you have to take your action accordingly. If you are taking your action, the economic developments within that circle, then there won't be any problem at all. In this direction, all these things are like not very new and you all know them. Areas where like it will be having least effect should be chosen, like outside the city. Very important is technology, my dear students. Previously we had land, labor, money, entrepreneurship as the factors of production, land, labor, money, entrepreneurship. Now technology, new recent thing, technology has been added. With technology, almost it is revolutionizing the things. With technology you can have like, so you can produce energy, green energy. You can reduce the pollution to a greater extent. Technology you have to use. That is very, very important. This is emerged as one of the major factors of production. Then promoting energy efficiency technology, non-conventional use of energy like wind, water, all these things, low carbon strategy, and also sustainable development policies should be built in the policies itself. Sustainable development policies should be built in the policies itself. We have, like, protecting the environment is our fundamental duty. It has been mentioned and it has been directed in directive principles of the taste policy that policy should have environment concern. Since it is growing importance, you can also add this as one of the thing, like in a very mandatory thing, at a constitution level itself. Many of the countries have made this one. Say for example, the constitution of Spain, and in many other countries, taking care of environment has been given preference in the constitution itself. And the most important is this one: environmental impact assessment should be done. Environment impact assessment, without this one, no project should be taken. Environmental impact assessment is that the systematic examination of unintended consequences. Systematic examination of unintended consequences, not intended consequences. Unintended means, say for example, you are using, like, genetic genetically modified crops, GMOs. When you are using, there are some unintended consequences. Like in future, it may kill all the, even like potential helpful microorganisms also. This genetically modified things can enter into our food chain, where even the genetic sequence may change. Unintended means those things which we are not intending, those kind of consequences also may be there. Can be defined as a systematic examination of unintended consequences of the developmental project or program, with a view of reducing or eliminate with a view of reducing or mitigate negative impacts and maximize positive ones. So these two definitions you should always keep in mind. Sustainable development should be there, and also any project should not be taken without environmental impact assessment. This is made mandatory, and it is almost in all the, without environment clearance, no project is given ahead. Here, one more point you can add upon is, like environmental impact assessment, we have got culture impact assessment. This is a very important with respect to rehabilitation. This point also can be added. So by this way, you can bring about sustainable development. And this is not exclusive. You have to add still more, and they should have in a flow. Sustainable development versus economic development. You have to have concrete 5 6 ideas in your mind. Not that you going to the examination, you remember and write. Next, we have the one. This is a very famous one, which has been discussed most often by most of the students and also teachers. So let us discuss this one. In this case, it is about you, my dear students. Suppose one of your close friend, again close friend, okay, who is also preparing for civil service examination, means like you, comes to you for discussing some of the issues related to ethical conduct in public service. So after like reading a long time, somehow he already got fixed that he is reading good, somehow he will get some service. So he started also, even before getting service, he has started discussing the thing. He has come to you for discussing some of the issues related to ethical conduct. What is ethical conduct? What are ethics? Ethics are standards or principles. Following them leads to ethical conduct. So whether to follow those ethical standards or not, that is what he want to discuss. He raises the following questions. See here one more point, my dear students. Whenever he in the examination they say he raises the following points, he will give one, two, three, four. So before reading them, go to the last bottom. What they have said, you read them, because if you read them first, you can analyze the questions better. Otherwise, after reading the question, in the last they will say, what will you do with respect to these things? So first, in those cases, you go to the last thing. And very important, if you don't understand the case study, read it 2 times. Not at all a problem. Highlight all the important areas. Not at all a problem. This is the examination where they are testing your attitude and approach. They are not testing your like length and breadth of your knowledge. How many points you have right? No, they are not testing that. Even if your answer is small, less, if your attitude projected is correct, then it is enough. Here they are testing your attitude, your problem solving thing, not your knowledge, as in case of history, geography, polity, all these things. So critically analyze the above points means here this was given below. I have brought here. Critically analyze the below points. On the basis of the analysis, what will be your advice to your friend? So analyze the points, and at last you have to give one advice to your friend. What is that advice you have to tell? First one here. So what is that you are going to do in your ethics paper? You have to show your attitude where you are reflecting the ethical values and norms, and also you are solving the problem. This is your attitude, showing your attitude, sorry, aptitude. Is it okay? Okay. In the present times, your friend says to you, in present times, when unethical environment is quite prevalent, this is true, unethical is quite prevalent. Individual attempts to stick to ethical principles may cause lot of problems. May cause lot of problems. Individual attempts to stick to ethical principles may cause lot of problems in one's career. We'll discuss that one point. It may also cause hardships to the family members as well as risk one's own life. Same point here, but in a higher degree. Now he was having problems with individual. Now he has added a hardship to family members also. And next they have added your life also, threatened to your life. Why should we not be pragmatic, means practical, and follow the path of least resistance and be happy with doing whatever good we can? So what is the path of least resistance? See here, what they are saying is like unethical thing, unethical unethicals are prevalent. So everywhere you have got unethical things. So what is the path of less resistance? Path of least resistance means following the unethical things itself. What is your answers? So they are saying, what your friend is saying is, being ethical is leading to lot of problems. This is the crux of the thing. If you are ethical, you have to face problems. So let us be unethical and no problem. So what is your answer for this one? For these things is, what is it, like how you show, if you write anything, it should reflect your attitude. In your attitude, you should show that you are an ethical person. First of all, for these kind of questions, first you have to say that, see, you have to explaining society is made up of individuals. Like the other day I gave the example of palau. The palav can be good only when the ingredients are good. If the ingredients are wrong, then automatically palav cannot be good. If you are using rotten vegetables, old spice, 3 4 years back spice you are using, low quality of rice, and you are not cooking the food in a low flame, you are giving full flame whatever thing, so palav won't be good. In the same way, individuals we have to change. You should be the change. Unethical environment is prevalent, which doesn't mean that follow unethical choices. Even if we face the problems, we should stick to our ethics, and with our ethics, we can even change the environment. Very good point. See, it starts. Very good answer. So, but what he is saying is, all are corrupt. If you are ethical, you will be in problem. Here, first of all, you have to say that you should say that this is wrong. This attitude itself is wrong, you have to say. Now, here the question is, the crux here is, if you are ethical, you will be facing problems. If you are unethical, you won't face problems. That is your friend asking. Say him, no, this is the wrong perception. This is about the wrong perception of happiness. This is a wrong attitude. If you are unethical, definitely you will be in trouble one or the other day. At that point, at that instant, it may appear to you, but in a long run, which shines like a jewel is ethic. Being ethical won't be providing you those problems. There may be some exceptions, and don't concentrate only on the exceptions. You as a civil servant will be having lot of powers, and there won't be risk for your life. Exceptions are there, one or two. See, in our 50 years of independence, sorry, 70 years, how many IAS, IPS officers have died? How many? Very few. There may be other chances, anything like that. Very few. There won't be any risk for your life, and there won't be any hardship for your family until and unless you have got some vested interest. I'll give one more example for this. Say, for example, rowdies. Only in films you see and you hear rowdies killing police. Have we seen any rowdy killing police even though they beat them black and white? No, not at all. Even if some rowdies touches even the smallest constable, they will be made to suffer like hell. That is the power of bureaucracy, that is the power of police, that is the power of our administration. So you say that this is all wrong, this is your assumption. Don't think like that. There may be some things like that. Don't go about the exceptions. Being unethical won't make you happy. Being ethical won't make you, won't put you in problems. That should be the thing with respect to this one. Next, next one. When so many people are adopting wrong means and are grossly harming the society, means in this thing, so many people means nearly, say for example, this, not even this, okay, this area, all these people. So all these people are adopting wrong means and also grossly harming the system. What difference will it make if only small minority, still small minority, this part, small minority tries to be ethical? They are going to be rather ineffective and are bound to get frustrated. Here also, you should not agree with this statement. Yes, that is there, but You should be the change you wish to see in the world. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with a small step. You first be correct. Don't ask what people are doing. Don't ask what nation is doing for you. Ask what you can do. Public service is a national call. Being ethical, being not going and taking the bribe is one of the form of showing patriotism. Minorities do make difference. Minority, if they are ethical, they do make difference. You should show, you should lead the leadership quality. You can apply here. A small change in attitude can bring huge change in society. Yes, attitude. Like, but the question here is, if small group are ethical, how it matters? Like, always, good thing is also contagious. It spreads. So, being if only small portion is ethical, it will spread to all. They will also be ethical in future. Saying that others are also doing wrong, I will also do wrong. It is not a bad. It is not a good thing. Is this clear? So the point, the objection, what they have raised is, see, if only this portion is ethical and all this portion is unethical, what difference does this make? It will be ineffective and frustrating. Get frustrated. You may get frustrated, but it is not ineffective. It's nothing that you agree to all the things which is given there. May be frustrated, but it is not ineffective. You should lead by front. You should be the first person to throw the stone. Others will definitely follow you. That is the thing you have to tell. Next one, if we become busy about the ethical consideration, will it not hamper the economic progress of our country? You are busy with, you are concerned with only the ethical consideration. Will it not hamper the economic progress of the country? After all, in the present age of high competition, we cannot afford to be left behind in the race of development. So, what he is saying is giving that something to the people. And what they are saying is, see, if you give bribe, it leads to efficiency, he is saying. With it, not hamper the economic process of the country. If you are thinking about only ethics, only rules, regulations, all these things, it will affect the economy, economic progress. So here he is saying that compromise with ethics, economics will increase. No, that is wrong. Here, my dear students, there is no need for you to agree to whatever all the things they have given. Say, for example, I will give one example of Immanuel Kant. What he says is, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. If a shopkeeper is honest, doesn't that lead to the progress of his shop? He'll be known for all the by his honesty. He'll be known throughout. A person who is not making huge profits, who is not adopting unethical means. So this statement also you should not agree. Being, it is just saying that being unethical leads to economic growth. No, that is wrong. It may be for some of the people who have got vested interest, or not for the economy as a whole. There has been no economy which has progressed considering like unethical things. Is there any economy? Show me where there is economic progress, where there is full of unethical things. Take the case of Africa, a very, very resource rich country. Why it has not been prospered? One of the reason is some unethical practices which are there in those kind of areas. Exploitation, killing, all these things. Next. It is understandable that we should not get involved in gross unethical practices. Is now coming to like is smoothening the things. It is understandable that we should not get involved into grossly unethical things. Means don't make like big mistakes. Grossly unethical things we should not do. But giving and accepting small gratifications and doing small favors increases everybody's motivation. So he's saying small like 0.5% unethical, it will make everyone motivate, like giving, say for example, to one p1 give 10 rupees, you will act very you will work very good. For someone you give another, like say for example some municipal worker who has come to clean your area, give him 20 rupees extra, it will be like a bribe itself, and ask him to clean your area, he will definitely work more. That is what they are saying. It also make the system more efficient. What is wrong in adapting such strategy? No, wrong is wrong, whether it is small or big. Corruption, bribe, whether it is 1 rupee or 1 crore means the same. There is no difference between small corruption and wrong corruption. And also your notion of thinking that like giving small incentives will motivate. No, nobody gets motivated for money, things like that. There are things like work ethics, work environment, prestige, progress. These are the things which bring about motivation in the work, not the money. This has been proved scientifically. Then based on the analysis, what you will suggest to your friend? Based on the basis of this analysis, what will your advice to your friend? What will be your advice to your friend? Ethics cannot be hurdled in the economic progress of our country. Yes, good. So, what will be your advice? Goswal, what is your advice to your friend? Your advice should be number one, you have got very, very bad information. What all you are thinking is all bad, it is unethical, it is neither possible, neither feasible to be with like that. With this kind of things you cannot be a good civil servant. Civil servant main thing is public interest, not your personal interest. You are talking about personal interest, you are not fit for civil service, please don't join, go home. That should be your advice. So for him your advice should be this one. And you should try to change his attitude. So you should try to change change his attitude, maybe anyway, giving him a good book, giving him certain advisors, giving the examples of the people who are ethical and also these things. In what way soever circumstances should not be unethical, because unethical environment leads to more corruption in the society. Yes, very good. So your advice for your friend is to change his attitude. He has got an attitude which is reflecting that he is unethical. You have to change your friend's attitude at any cost. Try doing anything by a book, by anything like that. You should change his attitude and suggest that with this attitude you should not join the civil service. Next, this already we have a like little bit of idea. Okay, you are a no nonsense honest officer. No nonsense nonsense honest officer. You have been transferred to remote district of to head a department. This is important. To head a department, okay, that is notorious for inefficiency and carelessness. Means don't care attitude, carelessness. You find that the main cause for poor affairs is indiscipline of a section of employees. So you are been heading a department and a section of employees are indisciplined. They do not work themselves and also disrupt the working of the others. You first warned, you are doing a correct thing, you are warned the troublemakers to mend their ways or else face disciplinary action. When the warning had little effect, you issued a show cause notice. You issued a show cause notice. Like most of the students don't know the meaning of show cause notice. Show cause notice means before you take any disciplinary action, you ask them, see, I am going to take disciplinary actions. Please show, explain me why I should not take disciplinary action against you. So show cause notice to the ringleaders. Ringleaders means those people who are aiding the troublemakers. As a retaliatory measure, the troublemakers instigated a women employee against amongst them to file a complaint of sexual harassment against you with the Women's Commission. Very, very powerful commission. Women's Commission. They have already given the complaint. Commission has promptly seeks your explanation. The matter is also publicized in the media to embrace you. So what you will do? What you will do in this regard? So you have tried to discipline a section of the population, but they have instigated one among the women. That also, this employee, one among them means he is also the troublemaker. She is also in the gang of troublemaker that you have to internalize. And they have publicized this in media and they have given complaint. In this situation, what you will do? What are the options available to you? So they have given the options also. Some of the options to handle this situation could be as follows. Suggest any other possible options, evaluate all of them and suggest the best course of action giving your reasons. So what they are saying is, number one option is give your explanation to the commission. Commission has asked the explanation, give your explanation. Yes, that we have to do, that we will do. Go soft on the disciplinary action. No, this is wrong. You should go strong about the disciplinary action. If you go soft, it is like you are showing that you are a coward. You are not, you are not done anything wrong. Why are you afraid of those people? And also you are the head of the department. Why are you worrying about those things? Is this right? So give explanation, but don't go soft. You should not like go soft. Ignore the commission. This is wrong. You cannot ignore, and it is not possible also. It is a very, very powerful body. You have to. And also, not only that, leave away the consequences. It is your duty to give answer. It is your duty to explain. proceed firmly with the disciplinary actions. Yes, this you have to do. Next, next is with respect to these things. Brief your higher up, seek direction from them to act accordingly. Does Bhagavad Gita help in GS4? Ethics is not equal to your religion. Ethics is not equal to religion. But your religion have a basis in ethics. In UPSC, they have given laws, rules, regulations, and conscience as a source of ethics. As the source of ethics. So, my dear students, UPSC is saying laws, rules, regulation, and conscience as the source of ethics. Why he has not made religion as the source of ethics? Definitely, there are many ethical things in our religion. Maybe it's Gita, maybe it's our Bible, maybe it's our Holy Quran. All are holy. But the thing is, from them, you take some points and you answer them, but not dependent on that one. My dear students, you can come up with many other things which are greater than above this the religion things. You can evolve. You are a person of logic and reason. Definitely you can take from religion, but you have to be like one of the thing in those things you should not show yourself as a person who is not secular. So I say if there is good thing, not only Gita, go for Bible, go for Quran, go for all the religion text, but equally. Don't restrict them to one religion or one caste or one this one. Use them judiciously. And whenever you are using, be careful. That is the thing. Definitely. And also your answer should be such that examiner should appreciate that you are a most secular person. Like not a parochial person who is telling only about your own things, your own religion. Appreciate the things in other religion also. Okay. The last one, brief your higher ups, seek direction from them and act accordingly. My dear students, here first thing is you can brief the higher up, not for seeking direction and acting accordingly, because you are a district level officer, you have to lead from your front. See, they are your subordinates. You are the in charge of the department. You should show your leadership qualities. Say for example, you are given an organization. Say think that you are familiar with IAS institution. So take the example of IAS institution. Okay, Unacademy. Unacademy has come up with a branch in Delhi. That branch head is you. One of the servant or group of servants are not working properly. You are the head and you know you have all the authority. Is it not your responsibility to take action? Definitely you have to inform, but not for like acting according to them. First you have to solve this problem on your own. So here and also he has asked, next he asked that evaluate all of them and suggest best course of action. For this kind of answers I have told you, take good from all the things. In this case, like explaining the commission, you have to do that, take that. And also proceed firmly, take that. Inform the higher up, but not for seeking the direction and acting accordingly. If you want advice, something like that, you go for seniors. So here what you have to do, the best answer will be like give your explanation to the commission. Commission has asked for explanation. And also there, very important thing, they have mentioned a section of employees only. Then you should see that they're, they have also mentioned that they are disturbing the other workers. These people you should not leave. These people always you have to take on your side, because already they are disturbing these people, and these people they want to work, they are disciplined. These people you have to take into consideration. Here you are speaking about only a section of employees, and also you should see that these people never drift this side and support them, then the whole organization will be in trouble. These people you have to, whenever they are saying something, you have to concentrate that only one section, that is the thing. And also here you have issued a showcase notice, in that one among the women has made this allegation. For that there is no need for you to be afraid of, because as a retaliatory measures they have done that, you have got proof also. So proceed firmly with the disciplinary action. The only addition you have to make is this one: higher, brief your higher ups, just inform them this has happened, not like acting accordingly their advice, no. And the media, in a formal way, inform them the reality, not to publicize the wrong thing. So everything in this thing, almost all the problems what are there, you have tried to solve them. And also here one more thing, you are just informing the media in a formal way. You are not coercing, you are not doing, you are not going to the media or anything like that. Is this clear? This is a very easy case study, because you are truthful, all the evidences are there. Since you acted against them, they have, as a retaliatory measure they have come up, so no need to bother. You should act with firmness, show your leadership things. You should gather the evidences, because truth is with you. Why? What is the need for you to be afraid? And also you should see that in future these kind of things doesn't happen. You should send a strong message to the people. And after this one, after doing that, you should like in a such a way, your action should be such a way that interest of the organization also should be taken into consideration. And also you should not go soft on this issue. Next is this one. This is a very simple case study. This you can answer, but minor things they are asking, you should not be like carried away with those things. Next, suppose you are the CEO of a company. My dear students, imagine yourself, imagine yourself as not X and Y, as a CEO of a big company, like a big pharmaceutical company, big electronic company, you having like a big thing. Imagine like that. Otherwise it is not possible to solve this question in that exact way. Suppose you are the CEO of a company that manufactures specialized electronic equipment used by a government department. So you are like manufacturing specialized equipment used by government department. You have submitted your bid for supply of this equipment to the department. Both quality and cost of your offer are better than others. Very good, important thing. So you are submitted a bid where both quality and cost are very like better than other your competitors. Yet the concerned officer is demanding hefty bribe. Not only bribe, hefty bribe means huge amount of bribe for approving the tender. Getting the order is important both for you and your company. See, these kind of trap things, don't go with these things. Getting that order is very important both for you and your company. Not getting the order would mean closing the production line. It may also affect your career. Closing the production line, career. However, as a value conscious person, you don't want to give bribe. Valid arguments can be advanced both for giving the bribe. Valid arguments can be advanced for both giving bribe. My dear students, Don't give. I have struck off this one. There is no valid reason for giving bribe. Means you are like saying that giving bribe is a good, like not bad thing. That is like no valid reason can be given for giving bribe. Even if you want, even if you want, you can say that some like they say that these for these reasons we can give, but these are morally and ethically very much wrong. You have to mention and give. Is it clear? Can be can there be any valid arguments for giving bribe and getting the order? No. And for refusing to pay the bribe and risking the loss of the order, what other arguments could be? So here it is a very very important thing. Here once again, this is a trap question where you should not go for this trap, my dear students. So what is that one? I'll show you. Number one, my dear students, here we have submitted the bid, submitted that. Quality and cost is means you will be the person getting the bid. That is one thing. Here the thing is, officer has asked a hefty bribe. So wrong is with this person. And also there is nothing wrong with you. And just these are the things like the closing of the production line. You should not happen these things to happen first. So I will just brief the things again in a clear way. Number one is you are not giving the bribe. You are not giving the bribe. Number two, you should act in such a way that your production line is also not closed. Number three, that this person who has asked for bribe should be punished. So this is the things which you have to do. Is this clear? So in this case study, first and foremost, what you have to do is, say for example, the person who has applied, who has asked for bribe, all the evidences, all these things, you have to keep them and you have to inform the superior or the appropriate authority or the like anti-corruption bureau or all these things with all the evidence, not only the senior, with all the things. And also by informing that, you can make the like bidding. See here, your responsibility are very two things here. One is bringing this culprit into book and also seeing that the bidding process should go in a ethical way. There should be, you should see that the bidding process goes in a ethical way. Since you have got best, you have to get the this supplying thing also. Is this clear for you? First thing is not giving the bribe. Second thing is you should see that the whole process happens in a fair way. Otherwise, there is no difference between you and others. And also, there is a trap here. Don't advance anything with respect to giving bribe. There is no advantage of giving bribe and also no valid reasons. If you want to write also, these are morally very wrong. We should not do these things. This may be the things you can write. So could there be any better way to get out of the dilemma? If so, outline the main elements of your third way, point out in the merits. So what are the things you have to do? Number one, the person who has asked bribe, you have to report that to the concerned authority. It may be anti-corruption bureau, Lokpal, Lokayukta, anyone, the higher official, all these things, along with the evidence. Along with the evidence, you have to report that. Second one, you should see that the bidding process happen in a ethical manner, in such a way that you should not lose the bidding. And also, if you lose also, you should make arrangements such that since the quality and everything are good, you should make plans such that your production line is not closed. This should be the kind of answer you have to write everywhere. See here, one of the thing is, don't concentrate only on your thing, concentrate on other thing also. Here bidding is happening, everything is in your favor, so you have to get that. Someone is asking the bribe, you have to see that this fellow is behind the bars. That is the only thing. This is a straightforward thing. There is no difficulty in answering this kind of things. The only thing is, you should have a firm thing, a structure in your mind. So this kind of question comes means how we have to write. The only thing that will help you is reducing the time by having your things right in your mind. Next, this is also almost the same thing, so we'll read it here. 1. Rameshwar successfully cleared the prestigious civil service examination and was out excited about the opportunity that he would get through a civil service to serve the country. Opportunity that he would get through the civil service to serve the authority. So, yes, successfully cleared means you guys. So, you are doing hard work here and somehow you cleared the examination. However, soon after joining the service, you realize that things are not that rosy as you have imagined. You thought of changing, bringing a lot of change in the society, organization, all these things. But what happened? You found that there are number of malpractices prevailing in the department assigned to you, assigned to him. For example, funds under various schemes and grants are being misappropriated. So there is what is there happening? Misappropriation of the funds. Official facilities have been frequently been used for personal need by the officers and the staff, and sometimes he noticed that the processes of recruitment was also not up to the mark. The prospective candidates were required to write the examination in which a lot of cheating was going on. Some candidates were provided by external help in the examination. Means external help means the same thing what you have like previously. Now they are not there, throwing the cheats. So long before when I was like very young, this used to be a practice. SSL's 10th exam, board exam means there used to be gang of people for throwing cheats to their dear and near ones. So these are simply the things which are happening there. One, Rameshwar brought these incidents to the notice of the senior. See, now like all these things, next what you thought was like you will inform the senior. They have stopped and they have made this option also not feasible, because when you, however, he was advised to keep his eyes, ears, and mouth shut, means close everything, and ignore all these things which were taking place in the convenience of the higher ups. Rameshwar felt highly disillusioned and uncomfortable. He comes to you seeking your advice. What he will do? So, what you will do in this case? Lot of like in your office, you notice that there are a lot of corruption. Not only in your office, in the whole recruitment process. Think that you are an IAS officer. Civil service means the cadre almost equal to that IAS, IPS, or anything like that. So, what are the things provided? What are the things which are there to you? What you will do for these kind of things? He comes for advice. What are the advices you would like to give him? Any advice here? So here you entered the office or entered the organization to change, but you found that not only the subordinates, all these things, your seniors are also involved in corruption. This is you. So in this regard, what you will do? So in this regard, you have to show your problem solving ability. This is a problem. This is a problem which you have to solve. Like if you say these things are all wrong, I never thought these kind of things are there, I will resign. No, you have come to serve the country. Means, will you want to serve the country when only when the things are very good? You have to solve the problem. So how will you solve the problem is this question. Your senior says that even the higher ups are also involved in this one. So first and foremost, this is just the beginning. First and foremost, you have to make and you have to take the decisions based on rigorous analysis of the evidences. First, you collect all the information regarding those things. Why it is happening? What are the reasons? So rigorously you collect all the data, all the analysis, you put your heart, soul, everything and find out why the things are happening. And since you are a district level officer, you will be having lot of power, you can do lot of changes. That is one thing. Second, here also identify whether all these things are happening with the convenience of higher ups. This is just told by your senior. You don't know whether the things are right or not. Identify and also make sure that what is exactly happening. If you find that your higher ups are not involved, you can inform them. Is my point clear to you? So let me explain this. What is the thing? First, first of all, what you have to do is still you have to do lot of research. Like you do rigorous study, find out what exactly is the problem, why is it is happening. One thing. Second thing, you has a district level or you as a civil servant means like higher position itself, civil service examination. Try and do what you can. The third one, based on the analysis and all these things, you take the decision. In this regard, one point what you have to analyze is, see, this is you. Your senior said that all the above your seniors are involved in these things. First identify whether they are involved or not. If they are not involved, you inform them. If they are involved, you have to take different strategy. So what you will be doing in this kind of situations? So first and foremost, like you read this one, he comes to you seeking advice. Sorry for that. So he comes to you seeking your advice. Indicate the various options that you think are available in the situation. Various options available. You have to say, how would you help him to evaluate these options and choose the most appropriate path to be adopted? First, as I told, please do rigorous analysis of things. And also, if you find something fishy and all these things, please inform department vigilance officer. Each and every department has a vigilant officer. Very important thing. In all the departments, there will be one person look in charge of looking about the integrity of the officers. You have to inform them. If that is not the case, at the apex you will be having CVC, Central Vigilance Commission, very important person, and he is the person, he is the this is the body in charge of maintaining ethics and integrity in the whole organization in throughout the India. So inform CVC. Then incident to notice of his seniors, superior. So if your superiors are not involved, you after your rigorous analysis, if you feel that they are not involved, then you inform them. Then, like as your senior said, advise to keep your eyes, ears, and mouth shut. No, don't close them. You have to open them still wider to see what exactly is happening, and also find out whether they are taking place with the convenience of higher house. You have to find out this. Then consulting honest senior officers, because in every office, every department, there will be one person who is known for his integrity, all these things, because he has already, since you are a new person, you won't be having the idea of the things, like how to tackle the things, what exactly you have to do. So in this case, what you have to do is consult them, honest officers, not the corrupt one, honest officers, how they have overcome all these things. If all these things does not overcome, the last resort should be whistleblowing. So whistleblowing should be done. And also, please don't have the option of resigning. This is a bad thing, because you have to set the things right. You have come here to make a difference. You should not run away. That should be the last. After that, if they remove, let them. But you should not. So another question he is asking is, how would you help him to evaluate those options and choose the most appropriate path to be adopted? So how will you help? Number one, first of all, you appreciate him. Yes, my dear Rameshwar, like you are doing a very good thing. And also your attitude, your thing, you are a person of integrity, following the ethical norms and standards. I'm very appreciative of the things. I'm really proud of you. You have to say it. And you say him that be the change you want to see in this world. You want to change the society. First, you follow them. You be the honest, and also don't shut your mouth, ears closed. And you motivate him. How you will be help? You motivate him to bring the correct, remove all the bad things which are there, and you say him, and that you will you will be supporting him in all the ways whatever possible. So the question here is, like, how you will be helping him. So these are some of the things through which you can help. Okay, these are the things which have to be taken into consideration. Then next is about, next one. Next one, this is a very complicated thing, because this is a very common phenomenon we know, but very complicated thing. In our country, the migration of rural people towards to towns and cities is increasing drastically. Migration is increasing drastically. This is causing serious problems both in rural areas as well as urban areas. In fact, things are becoming really unmanageable. Things are becoming unmanageable. Can you analyze this problem in detail and indicate not only the social and economic, but also emotional and attitudinal factors? Emotional and attitudinal factors responsible for this problem, and also distinctly bring about why educated rural youth are trying to shift to urban areas. Landless poor people are migrating to urban slums. Even some farmers are selling off their land and trying to settle in urban areas, taking up petty jobs. What feasible steps can you suggest which will which will be effective in controlling this serious problem in our country? So, like as I told you, I have done like MSc Agriculture, and I am from rural background. I want to give you a very solid answer for this. Today, like I'll be just briefing you the things because somehow I thought in depth and I was simply referring all the things, but I could not come to conclusion. Here, like the emotional things, the attitudinal factors, all these things, I was like unable to get the things. So for this, I'll do a lot of research. I can answer this one because as I told, my background is agriculture. I am from rural area. I can give like the thing, but I am not satisfied. So I tried to solve this in a very good way. Like I will answer this in my future session. I want to because this is a, one of the very important thing, and I want to take a special time and come up with those things. So any problem, anything which you have not understood, my dear students? Pramod, any problem, Pramod? Are you comfortable with the things? Any doubt with respect to these things? So here, like answering is not a big thing. I have like gone through like nearly some 5 to 6 textbooks to come up with the best answers. I was not at all satisfied with that one. So my dear students, I will answer this when I get like before I finish 2019 paper or maybe tomorrow I will answer all these things. Okay, thank you. Then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, and if you have any problem, do contact me, do message me. I'll try to answer. And also if you have any doubt or anything, message me. I'll solve them in the next period. And use the promo code Buddha to get 10% discount, and also join my telegram group, that is Buddha underscore IAS underscore ethics, where I will be sharing all the material. Let's crack UPSC. Let's get first rank. Thank you.